a well-known fact that in my studies and travels of sports, there is no movement outside of Caribbean basketball, per se, or Caribbean sports. So,
Okay.
yes, I know this is going to sound arrogant, but you got to look at the facts. Like, we got to have facts here. And fact check me, go look. If you want to talk about the big preeminent aspect of basketball, when everybody was bought in, and we're not talking 1920s, 1940s, 1960s, no, 1960s, but we're gonna go like when it became a fair, open playing field, 1968, 1969, pushing, and the leader, the former all-time leading scorer, and definitely the preeminent person of his day is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Now, what people don't know
Oh
is Kareem
wow.
Abdul-Jabbar is a Caribbean gentleman. He's from Trinidad. Then you want to go 5 years behind him in the 73, so you got 60, 60 something with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Then you got 73, the first international player drafted number one ever before anybody else was from the Bahamas, Michael Thompson. Plays that, So then you want to go, 5 or 10 more years later, then you got from Jamaica, you got Patrick Ewing.
Yes, sir.
Then you got in the
Yes, sir.
80s,
Clay
early
Thompson.
80s,
Wow.
Klay Thompson, you got Michael Thompson. Then you got early 80s, you have Phi Slamma Jamma, whose captain is from the Bahamas. Then you go down the line, then you got Hoya Paranoya, Patrick Ewing from Jamaica. So just been a nexus of just basketball coming back in a cyclical sense. That there's some connection, there's some intertwining that's always relative to, um, no, the Caribbean. If you look at the Showtime
Yeah.
show, the LA Lakers show, with Showtime, where they just had the series, they went to the Bahamas. The Lakers and Magic Johnson and those other guys, they always stayed in the Bahamas. So it's a lot of positives. It always ties back. When you had LeBron and those with the Miami Heat, Chris Paul, on the banana boat with Carmelo, that's happening in the
Oh,
Caribbean.
yes, sir.
That's happening in the Caribbean. So now you see a lot of guys overtly going out and connecting back. Then you want to connect back, like now,
Was
20,
dominated by
2000s,
Tim Duncan, who
2020
was
with
from the Virgin Islands.
go down now, where you have the international basketball portion of what is Canada. And I had this conversation with some people from Canada. No, not the Canada basketball, but there is no Canadian basketball. All of those, the major players are Caribbean based, first generation, second generation expat from the Caribbean. Andrew Wiggins from Barbados. You got Joel Anthony, Caribbean based or first generation. You got the MVP, reigning MVP, SGA. If you his father was on an
Yeah.
interview. His father was on an interview on Gilbert Arenas show, Gilbert Arenas podcast, and his accent is so thick. Like you literally, it's like straight Caribbean accent.
At the end of the day, drawing fouls is a part of the game. It's actually a skill. It's actually a skill. Like, if you go back to, I said, Iverson and Kobe and the guys that do it, like, you're trying to, like, draw.
Like he's
Yeah.
100% Caribbean accent.
Yeah, for
When
sure. And he's from Canada too, as
he-
well. Yeah.
he's not from Canada, he lives there. He's from the Caribbean.
Yeah.
He sounds like a Caribbean. He's a Caribbean man. You know.
Yeah.
Then you want to go to the Nuggets. The Nuggets from before that. The Nuggets. Jamal Murray's Jamaican. So it all ties back to. I don't want to sound braggadocious. I'm just looking at the history. You don't believe me? Go fact check. If you're listening, anybody out there, but you're not even going to get in the track and field. We're not even going to get into that with
Before your time.
The what?
400.
Sir, we can barely run the 200.
But that's 400.
No 400, man.
That's 400.
No 400 to the dolly buddy.
you saying,
Oh, that's a whole other category right there. Yep.
you know, so we're not going to get into bobsledding or tennis or soccer from Haiti. And, you know, but to say it's the hot spot and the sweet spot, yeah. You know, and I'm just blessed that God has called me to be the voice or the person to kind of just chronologue, the scribe, to write